Hello, this is Caleb Brady for CIS 111, doing my Chapter 19 assignment, Simple Code. Alright, so if we go into Visual Studio Code, you can see this is my program I have here. There is one problem, which is that I don't close the scanner, and it's giving me a hard time because of that, but if I do close the scanner, it does cause an error, so I have to leave the scanner open. But besides that, everything works perfectly fine, and even that error doesn't affect the code at all. So we start on the top. We have the scanner imported because the program is going to be asking the user for input. The class is a simple code. So we have our main here. So first we have the scanner imported and recognized as SC for scanner. So then we declare the integer, two integers. We got len, which is short for length here, and x, which equals 1, which is going to be used for our while loop, the while loop. And it says here, so the length will be used for the length of the string, and then the x is for the while loop. And then we got the our character, let, short for letter. It's going to be used for the input down in the while loop. So then the first thing that the code does is it asks the user for the length of the string. So I had my program make it so instead of like having a default 16 length, it asks the user how long they want the string to be, and it makes sure to specify to include spaces. So the user would enter how long they want their sentence or sentences to be, or just one word, and then hit enter, and then it would be saved as length as the next integer. So then we declare the string builder using the length. We couldn't declare the string builder earlier because length was not defined yet. So then we get into the meaty part, the while loop. So this whole area is where it goes back and forth. So it it has x, which is defined up here, and it uses it to see if it repeats it how many times until it's equal to length. Doesn't go past greater than. So we can, which allows us to specify how long we want the string to be. So first things first, it assigns the character value to another body I have called build string instead of string builder. So we'll go down there and see what happens down there, and this is where the scanner, the unclosed scanner is, and it's defined as character, which means it returns the character. So then we define the letter. So this is what's going to be returned, the letter, and then we have the letter value, which is used here for when the program asks the user to input the character value, which is asked for in the instructions. And it said for z to equal 1 all the way to a to equal 26, so it specifies that here. Space is going to equal 0, and I wasn't able to get period to equal 0, 0, so I assigned period to equal -1. So then it saves the input under letter value, or let val, and then it turns it into character, and it's a whole long if and else if. So we got, if it equals 1, then this is z, to y, all the way down to a is 26. And then if it's 0, it's a space, and if it's -1, it's a period. And I also stated here that I wasn't able to use 0, 0, so I used -1. And I have this here too, which says else letter would equal space, but it doesn't affect it because it makes it so the user has to input an integer. But however, if I didn't have that in here, it creates an error. Alright, so let's run it and see how it works. We'll just, for the time being, since we don't have much time yet left, we'll just have it say hello. So we'll run it, proceed. So we want to do we'll do hello with a period at the end. So 6. So we'll start with H, which is 19. 22 for E, then L is 15, so 2 L's, and an O, which is 12, then -1 for the period. Then we got hello, period. And it's a simple code, just as the title implies. May not look it, but it really is pretty simple. Alright, well, thank you for watching this video, and I hope you enjoyed it. See you next time.